What's going on, guys? My name is Omega and welcome back to another Apex Legends video. So in today's video I have a couple pieces of news to talk to you guys about. We're going to start off by going over some cool concepts that went viral on Reddit yesterday, as well as some known bugs currently being investigated by Apex. There's also a massive patch coming out very soon that I'll talk about towards the middle of this video, and at the very end we're going to be going over some leaks regarding the next event. I also want to mention that if you guys are interested in picking up some Glytch Energy, I do have a 25% discount code that you can use down in the description below. Glytch has some really cool flavors and they have really good prices, so I definitely suggest going through that link to actually pick some up for yourself. For those of you guys that have already used my code, just want to give you a quick thank you. All of these purchases do help to support me and the channel and allow me to continue making videos at the pace that I do. So again, thank you guys for that. I really do appreciate all of that support. But to start today's video, I do want to show you guys a concept posted to Reddit by 4HJSS. His post said, "Change my mind please. They should add voice lines when an enemy body shield is cracked." Now, I kind of agree with this. I can foresee some problems happening, especially, if there's an enemy Wattson on the team that has her ult set up. You'd probably trigger this voice line at least like 2 or 3 times during a fight. There's also some people that mentioned how Bangalore would have a super annoying voice line with this, because for some reason all of her voice lines are like 5-paragraph essays describing the most basic of things. So despite this being a cool idea, there are some problems that could go along with this. We also have another concept posted by Zealous Ideal, who said, "Crypto passive rework. He can now always see how many squads are in the area, but he doesn't have to enter his drone." Now, checking banners when I'm in my drone is something that I always forget to do, and I think that's more the reason because I am a horrible crypto player rather than there's actually something wrong with crypto. But if you guys do play them a lot, definitely let me know down in the comments if you like or dislike this idea. Now up next, I want to talk to you guys about some known bugs and glitches that are being currently investigated by Respawn. So I got this information from their Trello board, and for those guys that don't know what Trello is, it's basically what Respawn uses to keep track of all of the bugs and glitches that are in the game, as well as their progress on whether they're actually being fixed. So the bugs that we currently have right now, the first big one being that players are still unable to log in and get stuck on the main menu. Now I know some of you may be shocked when you hear that, but this is an issue that's been going on for quite some time. I've seen people on Reddit comment that they've been unable to log into Apex for multiple months at a time. Majority of people have had this issue since February, and according to Ryan Rigney, who's one of the developers over at Respawn, the issue is still being worked on and is most likely not going to be ready by the next update, which is going to be for 8.1. And that's really sad, man. If you are one of those people who are unable to log into Apex, definitely drop a comment down below. I am curious to see how you're dealing with that or what Respawn/EA has done to help you out with this situation. We're also investigating slow-mo lobbies, which obviously have been around for quite some time but have become more prevalent in Season 8. And one of the biggest issues is a rare issue of players losing access to all of their cosmetics, including heirlooms. What in the actual hell is this, man? This is a crazy huge bug. If I lost all of my cosmetics, man, I'd probably be down at least $1,500, so that is a very scary sight to see. In the description of this, it's noted that it may be an issue related to changing the email associated with your EA account. So if you guys are thinking about changing your email, don't. This is probably what is going to cause you to lose all of your cosmetics, and they still don't have a fix for this issue. Now, there's actually a Reddit post that went viral last week of a guy who was in the military and he got deployed for 8 months. When he came back to his PC account, all of his skins were apparently gone, and the only legend he had available to use was Revenant. The crazy thing is that when he contacted EA support about this issue, the chat agent basically said that since he was gone for so long, they couldn't recover any of his skins for him, which is something I have never heard of, like buying skins and then not playing the game for a couple of months and coming back to find out that you have absolutely nothing left of what you bought. Now, I do want to say that a Respawn developer did reach out to this guy in order to help him resolve the issue, so I don't want to spread information that this is happening to everyone, but I do want to mention that when contacting EA support, you're basically talking to a brick wall. Anyways, next up, I want to talk to you guys about a massive patch that's going to be coming for Season 8. Now, we actually got a tweet from Ryan Rigney, who's one of the developers over at Respawn. He said that the 8.1 patch notes are currently already over 3,000 total words. Now, this might not mean anything to you right now, but for comparison, the Season 7 patch notes had exactly 3,465 words, and with that season, we got the brand new map, we got a new legend, we also got the trident, so there was a bunch of information that they went over in Season 7, and this patch that we're supposed to get in the middle of Season 8 is probably going to be just as big, if not bigger. Now, in terms of what we're actually going to be getting, there's still a lot of details we don't really know. There are some things that have kind of been confirmed, one of those things being a big change coming to the Mastiff. Someone had asked Josh Medina on Twitter if they were thinking about nerfing the Mastiff, in which Josh responded with some very cryptic eye emojis, which usually signifies that it's actually something that they're working on. We also know that Jason McCord wrote an entire section about a quote, small but cool feature that many players have been asking for. Now, we don't know officially what this feature is. Some people were saying cross progression, but that's not like a small feature. That would be a massive feature if that did come out. I'm pretty sure that what they're talking about right now is the ability to allow you to change optics on golden weapons. This was something that Josh Medina again kind of had a cryptic tweet about, so I'm almost positive this is going to be a feature that's included in these patch notes. Now, in terms of what legends might be getting some changes, I'm going to make some quick predictions based off what we saw from the Reddit AMA that we got a couple weeks ago. I think the following legends are going to be getting changed. First off, we have Loba, who Daniel Klein did mention that they're looking at reducing the animation time for her teleport ability. We also might see a change with Revenant because they did say that they're looking to potentially decrease his hitbox as well as maybe buffing his passive. Pathfinder is another legend that could be getting a big change, as Daniel Klein mentioned that it might be a good time to finally remove low profile from Pathfinder. I know Pathfinder mains are just absolutely rejoicing at this idea. It's not confirmed, but he did say that Pathfinder is probably in a state where he doesn't need low profile anymore. Rampart's another legend who has definitely gotten better in the past month, but Daniel Klein did mention that Rampart's still not as healthy as she could be, and that we should probably expect some more changes to her in the future. And then finally, we have Watson, which many Respawn developers have mentioned that Watson's in a very good spot, but she's just not that fun to play. I'm sure if these patch notes are over 3,000 words, we're probably going to be getting a lot of legend and weapon changes, but this is basically all of the information that I found from Twitter. I also want to mention that there's a chance that the locked and loaded game mode could become permanent in the future. Personally, this is like one of my favorite game modes to date. I don't really even consider it like a limited time mode because it just feels like something that should have been added into Apex originally. I really like just starting with a Mozambique in general. It's also really nice having a 1x ACOG site right when you spawn into the game, and it turns out that multiple developers also agree that this change could be something that might be permanent in Apex Legends. This came from a post on Reddit that said Locked and Loaded was the best takeover this game had. It will be hard to play the base game without it, but I hope that Respawn considers this being the norm for casual play. Daniel Klein did respond to this a couple days ago saying, "We are ... considering carefully. No conclusion has been reached yet. I'm personally a little worried about shortening the loot loop by removing great loot. Other than that though, it seems like all upside." Josh Medina also posted his thoughts about this limited time mode on Twitter, saying, "I voiced my pleasure with the LTM to my guys. Folks are looking and evaluating to see what happens in the future." Now, I definitely want to get your guys' thoughts on this, but personally, I would love if parts of this game mode were added into Apex permanently. I really like the idea of, first off, just starting with a weapon when you first land into the game. It kind of removes a lot of the RNG that many people have been frustrated with in this game. Another nice thing is just spawning with a free one-time site. It's something that you don't really have to look for, and it definitely helps out in the beginning of the fight. You know, if you pick up one of those guns with really weird iron sights like the Spitfire, the Hemlock, so those are two really good ways that this game mode could be implemented. Now, to end this video off, we're going to talk about some leaks and other data mined information that we might be getting in the future. Just want to remind you guys that this information is not confirmed. However, it does suggest what we might be getting in the next couple of months. So first off, according to Bias12 on Twitter, Target had accidentally leaked that the Chaos Theory event would be coming to Apex Legends on March 9th with the release of the Nintendo Switch version. So we knew that the Nintendo Switch was already coming, but a couple of stores like Target and I think Best Buy accidentally leaked the fact that we're getting this new Chaos Theory event with it. Now, Shrugtool had actually made a tweet about this a couple of weeks ago. The name does match up with what he had in his original tweet, and he also mentioned a couple legends that will be getting legendary skins for this event, those being for Caustic, Crypto, Gibraltar, Loba, Rampart, Revenant, and Watson. He also responded to a tweet saying that the holo sprays we got in the Season 8 Battle Pass do line up with some of the legends getting skins, those being for Rampart, Loba, and Revenant. It's also possible that in this event, we could be getting a new hop-up that Shrugtool talked about a couple of weeks ago. He mentioned that a hop-up called Armor Smith was added in the code files for both the RE45 and the Alternator. There's currently no set information on what this hop-up is going to do, but Shrugtool did predict that it will allow you to level up your Evo shield faster without doing increased damage. So it's kind of like what we had with Disruptor rounds, rather you won't do more damage, you'll just be able to charge up your Evo shield a little bit faster, which I think would help considering that the RE45 is definitely off meta. The Alternator did get a buff in Season 8, but I still don't think it's like a top tier SMG, so this will be a very interesting change if we do happen to get that with the Chaos Theory event. Now, that's basically everything that I have for today's video. I'm sure we'll get some more information on this event in the next couple of days, so if you guys have not already yet subscribed, please be sure to do so. You guys will be able to keep up to date on all information regarding Apex Legends. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Have a great day. Peace out.